Okay, here's a review I wanted to do of the Audi S5. I've had this a couple years now. Pretty much stock. It's got an aftermarket honeycomb grille put on there. I think that's from Canadian Performance. Also changed out the fog surrounds. A little difficult to tell, but aftermarket wheels. Not the best shot here, but let's see if I can get closer. These are Braylons running on Continentals, so like a look at those. Pretty good in the winter. This is the 2010, so it's got the V8 to 4.2 liter. Red interior, white on red interior, so wasn't sure about the white when I first got it, but kind of grows on you. And then here's the rear of the car. It's also pretty much stock. Tail lights are blacked out a bit, and then you can also see the aftermarket spoiler here. Just a carbon fiber one. The windows are tinted. I might pull that tint eventually. It's not the best for driving in the winter. I mostly use this car just for winter. You can see the fitment of the Braylons though. They fill the rims pretty nice. Pretty happy with those wheels. Stock diffuser. I think at some point I'll probably swap that out, maybe upgrade it. Otherwise, like I said, the car's pretty much stock. Not too many performance mods you can really do on these. It's got the keyless entry, which is nice. As far as options go, you know, for 2010, there's not much else you'd really need. Let's see some of the options here. It's got about 130,000 K on it now. It's got the manual, which I like. The Bang & Olufsen stereo, so I don't really use the SD cards or anything. It's got the dynamic. This is kind of a nice feature of the different drive modes. Otherwise, not much. Pretty much stock interior. It's got the sunroof. Let's fire it up here. It's got the push button start, so that's kind of nice on an older car like this. Volume down here. So like I said, it's got the V8, not the loudest thing. But doesn't sound too bad. I upgraded the stereo to RS Nav. Didn't put the touchscreen in. I actually quite like the stock controls on these cars for the nav. So this is just kind of a stereo from RS Nav, a Android box that you can put in the back, but it gives you kind of all the functionality you would want. You know, you got Android or you know, CarPlay or whatever you like. But yeah, option wise it's pretty good. Can't really think of any options that are really that you'd really be missing. It's just kind of nice for an older car. The other thing I guess I did in the interior, it's a little hard to see. Let me see if I can bring it back a bit, but you can see the aftermarket steering wheel. I replaced that with a flat bottom. The stock one is probably the worst part about the interior on these. Had kind of an oval horn on it, and just was kind of an ugly wheel. So put a later model Audi one on. I think that makes it look a lot better. And I do really like kind of the red interior on these. You know, it's really nice leather. Seats are nice. I like that color scheme. And you can also see, you know, on the doors, some of the carbon fiber, and then that's carried over onto some of the dash elements. So, you know, pretty nice interior on these for 2010. I mean, it's not a sports car or anything too exciting. It's a bit of a Grand Tourer, but it's pretty good in the winter and not bad on the highway. Comfortable car. Anyway, so that's a quick look at the 2010 Audi S5.